You're never going to be without a solution to your problems. Never, ever, ever. If you can just surrender into that, you will find so much peace, but you will also open up to what's meant for you. You probably watch my videos or you made it here for the first time because you've been on this journey of choosing your desired timeline. I don't know why that was hard to say. Maybe it's hard to do sometimes. And so you're choosing your desired timeline. You're doing this quantum manifestation. You're letting go of the limiting beliefs. You're reprogramming your mind. And then you got brought to the void, to this beautiful void. It is beautiful. I'm in the void. You thought the relationship was going to work out. You thought that the business was going to work out. You thought the leap was going to work out. And then it appeared like it didn't for a second. I don't ever feel that we're getting tested, but in a way, we're getting tested by yourself. This is all a mirror of you. That's what's been coming through so strong today as the wind starts to pick up. Everything is a mirror of you. Whenever I have something go a bit viral and I get, trolls in the comments, I'm like, this is, if it actually strikes me and hits a chord, which doesn't happen often unless I'm down and having a hard time, in life or whatever, then I just realize that little chord that it hit, that's a reflection of me. They're just a mirror of me. I have something resonating energetically in me that drew them to me through the algorithm and encouraged them to say their hateful thing or whatever it is. And it's my gift. When someone opens a wound for you, it's your gift. And hopefully the wind's not too bad. I'm trying to find the little piece to my microphone that, the nightmares that still sometimes come through. It's significant the effect that can have on you. And I found forgiveness through understanding that we're just part of one infinite consciousness. There's no actual such thing as forgiveness. Because when you realize that we're from the one infinite consciousness and we're all one, there's two sides to this. That thought path, I was reading a lot of Eckhart Tolle at that time. Eckhart Tolle. And I was like, oh my, I didn't really understand it. I was applying it in the wrong ways. I was like, I just need to be accepting of him when he was cheating and doing all these horrible things. And I thought that was being spiritual. I didn't know what boundaries were. I didn't know any of that at that time. And now I understand boundaries. I understand my worth. I understand not letting people like that in my life or anything, that hurts my energy or anything like that. But the other side of this is that there's one infinite consciousness, and we all come from the one infinite consciousness. And when we, have an experience where somebody does something that hurts us, it's our gift. And so their higher self, which is pure love and abundance, chose to be a shadow, a more service to self entity for you, to bring up the shadow for you. And so in that way, I can have gratitude for him, for anyone that's ever hurt me or betrayed me or whatever, because it allowed me to go deeper. When I had someone who I thought recently was going to be the one and it just didn't work out, that was so painful. And at the same time, I was that was my gift. They're my spiritual teacher. And as much as this hurts, I'm really grateful because it brought me to a deeper place of understanding myself. And so in this void that you're in, you were meant to go through all of these things that brought up the wounds. Trying to cover my mic. That brought up the wounds, right? It was meant to bring up the lack, the worry, the unworthiness, the fear, the guilt, the shame. Should we make a song, a dance about that? So that you can finally let it go. You're meant to be an ascended master on this planet right now. I know that might be triggering to some people. You're I did it. Or other people are yeah, hell no, I already knew this. And you're meant to have this very strong presence. Sometimes it's just within your inner circle. And that's really important because the ripple effect is huge. When you just affect one person in your life, if I've ever changed one person's life with my videos, and then that changes their inner circle, and then that changes their inner circles, that's how we change the world. But really, and so You, right now, in this void, with these wounds open and fresh, and maybe just like starting to scab over a bit, but like still there, don't turn away from it. Lean into it. Lean into it as much as you can right now. And the way that we lean into it and we heal it is we bring the truth through it. And oftentimes the truth needs to be, I choose me. You're meant to harness in like your self-concept more than ever right now. You're meant to know your worth more than ever, because the more that you expand, the more that you are open to trolls in whatever form. And when I felt that recently, like when I was feeling a bit down and like kind of like lost in the void, and then I had these like haters come through, I was like, whoa, this really hurts. And then I caught a pattern in my mind that was saying, it's not safe to expand. It's not safe for my channel and my platforms and everything to grow. It's not safe to grow was the root, because it brings danger. Like those comments felt like danger in my nervous system. And so then I had to heal while it was fresh and bring in the self-concept. I know myself. I know my message. I know my word. I know that what I feel to be true will help one person out there. What I've gone through, this learn, teach process is what I'm meant to do. And so by reiterating that and practicing that and speaking that to my nervous system, I've been able to heal these freaking wounds. Oh, I'm so healed. And then another layer comes, and it's great. It's beautiful. We're loving this human experience. I really am. Like even though the void right now, like being here in Ireland and like not really sure what the next step is, and like just kind of being with it and sitting with it and like seeing what the universe brings to me and like dancing with the universe in this, I'm feeling that excitement. Like when I first moved to Europe, or when I was planning to move to Europe, it was like I would get the thought, I'd be doing my day-to-day like at the gym or whatever, and I would get the thought about going to Italy, and it just felt so exciting. Like it was like, oh my gosh, like, and that was the feeling within my gut. And I'm a generator in human design, and so that was like a wonderful feeling. And so I keep getting that here with certain ideas, and that's like my guiding light. And so even if it feels like nothing's happening, if you can just pinpoint that feeling come up at like 1 second in the day, that is your breadcrumb. That right there is your breadcrumb. Me thinking about Italy and getting an excitement thing, like that seems maybe small, but that led to me being in all these random situations and getting to travel the world with my animals and create all these memories and start this platform and everything. It was from that little breadcrumb at the gym and in many other situations, because it was knocking on the door for a long time. But you're not without anything in the void. It's not like this. It's not like you're yelling into the void and there's like no one hearing you. The universe is trying to communicate to you. Your angels and guides are trying to communicate with you, and it's through the curiosity and through the joy. If you feel the need to go down a rabbit hole and it involves scrolling, or it involves watching something for too long, your brain tells you it's too long, if the curiosity is there, it's meant for you. The other months, I was like, why am I watching Game of Thrones? Like, I don't really watch TV shows. It takes up so much time, blah, blah, blah. But I was really enjoying it. And I found a lot in it that has been it's translated a lot to my way of thinking. Like, just seeing the dynamics of, like, how royalty works and like how queens carry themselves. Not like I don't think that many of the queens in there were like icons and role models, but there's a certain energy that we all have within ourselves when we know our worth and hold our self-concept true to our potential. And that is that queen king energy. When you walk like there's a crown on your head, it changes your whole field. And when you shift when you shift your field, you shift matter. And so there was a lot to that, and a lot of like power, and a lot of like really, really, really powerful scenes that just like there was one with Khaleesi. It was before she kind of went a little mad, and I just remember like ending that episode and I was like, I feel so empowered. And so there's a purpose for those rabbit holes, and there's a purpose for those things that seem like you're not meant to do, but you're drawn to do again. Don't shut down, don't distract yourself. Follow the breadcrumbs. Let them guide you right now. You're going to make your way out of the void. and it's going to be beautiful. And maybe you can enjoy this unknown a little bit, and you can enjoy the fact that you have no idea. If you knew, it wouldn't be so exciting. That's why we love watching movies, because we're like, oh, what's gonna happen? But you hate spoilers, right? So you're not meant to know right now. You're meant to just feel that exciting anticipation and anticipate good things. What would your movie watchers, if they were watching the movie of your life, what would they be rooting for you to do right now? I love this one. If there were, if there were people watching, what would the crowd be yelling at you to do right now? And does it resonate for you to do that? And does it scare you? It's okay if it scares you. If it scares you, it's probably for you. It's probably bringing up all those patterns that need to be healed. So, there was a lot in that. If this message resonated, please let me know in the comments. If you don't have anything to say but you want to comment, leave a wolf. We love wolves here. I'm going to take the doggies on a walk. It's a beautiful sunset. The sun just came out for my video. So I love being here. When I logged onto YouTube this morning and was reading through comments, I was like, I just love doing this. This is where I'm meant to be. Even if I won $1 billion in the lottery right now, I would still make videos all the time because it's my heart and soul. So thank you guys for holding the space for me and with me and being with me on this journey. And that's my cue to go get the doggies. If you want to join me in my free training on your vocation, finding your purpose and unlocking your wealth codes, I have that linked below. You can join that, pick a time. And then I have my 21-day programs, 21 days to wildly wealthy, 21 days to rewire your mind, know your divine guidance, and healed for chronic illness, and then 21 days to acne free as well. I also have many other offers if you want to go look. And I will see you guys later. Bye.